Hi, everyone. This is Mr. Tim at Lions Decatur Northeast Public Schools, and I'd like to ask your help with something. Did you know in the year of 2015, during March Madness, 664 million hours were spent watching basketball? Watching basketball on our devices, watching basketball on computers, watching basketball on TV. And don't get me wrong, I love a good basketball game. That's why they call it March Madness, right? 64 of the best teams in the country duking it out. People super excited. Up to 6 hours at actual work people spend during that month using work time to watch basketball and not doing their job. I'd like your help. I think I'd like to get some kids excited and jump on this bandwagon, not necessarily with basketball, because I'd love it if kids would play more basketball. However, I'd like to take a different focus, and that's why I'd like to ask your help with the 2020 Lions Decatur Northeast Marsh Madness. This is something that my seventh graders and I have embarked on. Started about 3 weeks ago, and they've been working pretty hard amidst all their other things that they've been doing in the science department to learn. But let me tell you about what they've been doing and what type of help you might be able to provide me. Right now, there are hundreds of species of amazing birds migrating across the great state of Nebraska, and not just Nebraska, but the entire continent of North America. There are billions of birds in the sky at this moment making their way north for their nesting grounds, and amidst of that, craziness taking place. The most noted, for Nebraska at least, is the sandhills crane, and then of course you got its endangered cousin, the whooping crane. They all submerge or converge onto a portion of about 70 miles of the Platte River, and are currently there right now, feeding in the cornfields, doing their courtship dances, trying to attract each other. National Geographic has described it as one of the biological wonders of the world, what these cranes do. And that's just one of hundreds of species. And so I would like to get more people interested in going outside and observing the amazing phenomenon that are taking place right above their houses, right outside, rather than having them solely just looking downward, focusing. And so what have my seventh graders been doing? Well, we have set up the Marsh Madness bracket, 64 of Nebraska, some of Nebraska's most interesting birds. This is not a completely inclusive list, but Lyons, Nebraska and Decatur, Nebraska are located within Burke County. And so we've selected 4 counties, our county and the surrounding counties, Thurston County, Cumming County, and then Dodge County, to arrange 64 of our top birds, and we have seeded them accordingly, just like the March Madness tournament. Students have been assigned to flocks. We have 8 different flocks within our 7th grade classroom, and within those flocks, they have an assignment within a northern or southern division of those 4 counties, creating 8 birds that they are responsible for according to their seeding. Within their flocks, they have been gathering information on their 8 birds. They've been using a website through the Cornell Lab of Ornithology called All About Birds, and they've been collecting some of the most interesting details on those birds about their behaviors, as well as their migration maps, to truly see how many miles these birds put on as they're going from their southern wintering grounds to their northern nesting grounds. They've been exploring those birds, and then after they've collected those details, they put together 60-second, what I like to call public service announcements. Now, the kids have been learning about how to put together a good public service announcement, getting the proper details, the proper message, and how to give a good sales pitch, so to speak, with that information. And they've been making it fit around the birds that are responsible for within their flocks. And so here's an example of a video I put together for the kids on the green heron that's 1 minute long, that takes the parallel between comparing the green heron to the Karate Kid. And that's why you should vote for the green heron within this tournament, because he's the Karate Kid of the bird world. I've put together a series of Google surveys that are going to come out on social media, and I would like you to vote. These are going to come out on broadcasted days or scheduled days. I'll be putting those schedules up here in about a week, beginning I think March 16th is our first day. And every day there's going to be a series of birds for which I'm going to ask you to vote. And the students' videos, their 60-second videos, will be included within the voting surveys. You may watch the videos if you like. I know the kids would really appreciate that. You can vote without watching the videos. You do see the seedings within the tournament for those birds within their particular counties and divisions of the counties or regions of the counties. But it is completely up to popular vote which birds are selected. Every student within Lions Decatur Science Department, as well as all the teachers on staff, have been given the ability to fill out a tournament bracket. I will post those brackets if you yourselves would like to use this with your students, have them select their own. You can do that by paper. I have not made available the drop-down spreadsheet that, thanks to a friend of mine at Homer Public Schools, Brett Heitre, who does this with his history class in a similar fashion. He gave me this format to use. But you are welcome to use these to be able to get your students excited about birds, get them excited about going outside. But please help my students get excited by voting, because I'm going to share with them the results from those surveys that come out on social media for you to be able to provide your votes via these Google surveys. So again, this is a 2020 Marsh Madness Lions Decatur Northeast Tournament. There's 64 birds. We would like to invite your input and excite my students and excite other students, maybe even across the country, for getting outside and experiencing birds during the migratory month of March. So thanks again, really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing your votes. Have a great day.